Hello students. So in this lecture we are going to study about interpolation. Now what exactly interpolation means? Interpolation is a type of a exact fitting curve between the given data point is called as the interpolation. That is the estimation of values between well-known discrete points is usually called as the interpolation. Okay. So first we will study the concept of finite differences. So what is differences? This is nothing but the change in the dependent variables. Okay, so suppose we are given with a set of values xi yi where I running from 1 to n, then y is equal to f of x. Okay, if this is a situation, a value of an independent variable x is called as an argument and the corresponding value of a dependent variable is called as an entry. Okay, so in general we can say this is a forward difference formula, that is del raised to p y gamma is equal to del raised to p minus 1 y gamma plus 1 minus del raised to p minus 1 y gamma. Okay, this defines the pth forward difference. Okay, so this is the forward difference table. Then x y, okay, x0 y0 x1 y1 x2 y2, the difference between these two values is h. Since forward difference interpolation is mainly suitable for a even intervals, that means the difference between the independent values variable has to be constant, that is h. Okay, that is why it is x0 plus h, x0 plus 2h, 3h, 4h and 5h and so on. Okay, so these are called a del this table you need to know. Okay, so this is del y0, del square y0, del cube y0, del raised to 4y0 and del raised to 5y0. Now how to find del y0? Del y0 is difference between y1 and y0. Del y1 is difference between y1 and y2. Del y2 is difference between y3 and y2, so on. Del square y0 is difference between del y1 and del y0. Okay, then del cube y0 is difference between del y square 1, then del square y0. Difference between these two is this. Okay, whereas del raised to 4 y0 is difference between del raised to 3 y1 and del raised to 3 y0. Okay, similarly you will get del raised to 5 y0. So this forward difference table you should remember. Now consider in this example we need to find out del raised to 5 del square y10 and del raised to 4 y5. Okay, so 10 value and 5 value is there. Okay, 10 and 5. Okay, so del raised to 2 y10. Okay, so in this related to y10, okay, this is first value raised to x is equal to 10. Okay, then this is the first value, then this is the second value. So this value you need to identify, that is why del square y10. Okay, now del raised to 4 y5. So first you need to understand what is y5, this value, okay, related to 5. Okay, then del raised to 4, that means fourth order difference was 2, 3 and 4th, and because of which you will find that this minus 114 is difference between 9848 and 9962. This 75 is the difference between minus 189 and minus 114. This 2 is difference between minus 73 and minus 75. And this minus 1 is difference between 1 and 2. Okay, so this is how we are going to find out the higher order differences. So let us take example, a population of a town is the decimal is given in every decade. You could see here the interval is constant, then value of y is variable. Okay, it is increasing. So a, that is the start of interval where you need to estimate the value. We need to find out that what is the year population at year 1895. So 1895 is between 1891 and 1901. Okay, so between this you need to find out the value. So a is 1891, h is 10, that is interval, and a plus hu is 1895. So this gives u value as 0.4. Okay, so you need to remember. Okay, so it starts with the formula calculation starts with the 1891 u into del y 1891, then u into u minus 1 upon 2 factorial del square y, u into u minus 1 into u minus 2 upon 3 factorial del cube y, and u into u minus 1 u minus 2 u minus 3 upon 4 factorial into del raised to 4y. If you put the values from the table, you will get this answer. This answer should be between 46 and 66. This is how you can tally it, since that the value 1895 lies between 1891 and 1901. Okay, similarly this numerical, we need to estimate the value of f of 3.2 when this estimation is given. Okay, so we have 3 4 5 6. Okay, so you can plot so much a difference table, otherwise you can easily find that you can use only these many points to find out the value of f of 3.2, since it starts with 3 4 5 6, it is between these two values. Okay, so it is given in the problem, choose the value of 4 values. Okay, it is given in the equation, that is why we have chosen these 4 values. Okay, so this is the corresponding values. Okay, if f of 3 is 16, then you can put the values in this formula. This is a Newton's forward difference formula. You will get answer as 17.28, which lies between 16 and 20, since we need our interval, the required value is 3.2, which lies between 3 and 4. Okay, similarly this estimate the student number of students who obtained scores between 40 and 50, 40 and 45. Okay, so this includes those who got this has to be excluded those who got between 30 and 40. So that is how what is done in this problem. First the number is plotted. Okay, so the interval upper limit is 40 50 60 70 80. The cumulative addition is given, that is up to 40 there are 31 students, up to 50 there are 73, up to 60 there are 124, that is a sum of 51 42 and 31, and up to 80 31 42 51 35 and 31, that is 190. Okay, this is how the table is plotted, and we need to find out between 40 and 45. So let us find between the value for 45. Okay, and if you reduce that value or if you subtract the number of students between 30 and 40 from that, you will definitely get the student number of students between 40 and 45. Okay, so that is what is implemented in this particular problem. Okay, so that is why it starts with 40. Okay, so a is 40, h is 10, h is difference between these two intervals, that is constant 10. Okay, a plus hu is 45. So this you need to remember, why, understand why it is like that. Okay, so next problem, this is the code. Okay, in this code you could see that first we take the values from the user, first loop. Okay, first reading the values from the user, then calculation of the difference table, then printing of the difference table, and the last thing is for the calculation. Okay, so this is for this, actually if you execute it for a given numerical, you will get this is the table what we have got earlier. Okay, so printing of the value is not so important, but calculation of the forward differences you will get through this particular loop. Okay, so here this you need to see by step execution, then you will understand the logic of this particular loop. Okay, so the interpolation formulae derived so far possess the disadvantage of being applicable only for the equally spaced values of the argument. It is then desirable to develop the interpolation formula for unequally spaced value of x. Okay, that is why Lagrange's interpolation, linear interpolation, if there are two data points. Okay, further it becomes a quadratic interpolation if there are three data points. It becomes cubic interpolation when there are four data points. Okay, That means the order of interpolation can be given as n minus 1, whereas n is number of data points. So Lagrange's interpolation will be suitable for the data with unequally spaced interval. So this is important. Lagrange's interpolation formula is suitable for unequally spaced interval. Okay, so let us say this is the formula. Okay, this is a simple expression of a Taylor series that you know. Okay, from which this formula is derived. Okay, and this formula is nothing but the formula for Lagrange's interpolation formula. Okay, so how to remember this formula? So it is nothing but the addition of number of independent points, that is f of x0, x1 up to xn. It is multiplied by the x, that is desired value, minus all the values of x, that is x minus x1, x minus x2 up to x minus xn, divided by x0 minus x1, x0 minus x2, x up to x0 minus xn. That is, in the numerator you will never find x0 when the multiplied factor is f of x0, and in denominator everything is subtracted from the x0. This is how you need to remember this formula. Okay, so these are the points. This is the formula. Just put the simple value, you will get this final answer. Okay, so Lagrange's interpolation formula, you should be remember that it is suitable for unequally spaced points. Okay, similarly, this is the simple loop or simple Lagrange's interpolation formula. Okay, so this is a program for, this is the first, it will take the value. This second loop is for calculation. Okay, so here when I is not equal to j, as I told you, as per the logic, as per the formula, in the numerator f of x0 multiplied by all the values f of except x0. Okay, so that is what is indicated if I is not equal to j. Okay, so this is how the program is executed. There are two variables, numerator and denominator, which are framed here, and just printing the values. So program is quite straightforward. Okay, so similarly, inverse interpolation is the operation when you know the value of when you know the value of dependent variable, and from that you need to find out the value of independent variable. That is, you know what is y and you can find out x. The logic is same. Okay, just instead of x you will use the value of y. Okay, so you could see that everywhere there is a difference in the formula, you can note. Okay, and simply the value of x0, x1, x2 and x3 you can use, since there are 4 data points which are given, and this is the answer which you get. Okay, so Lagrange's forward difference and backward difference does not inverse Lagrange's is not so different. Okay, only a minor difference in the formula. Okay, this is the program for inverse interpolation, and for the MATLAB the solver is interp1. So when you use forward interpolation, the solver is interp1 x comma y comma the required value, and whenever it is inverse interpolation, the formula is interp1 into y comma x into the required value. So solver will give you the same output as you get from the analytical solution.